Hello, YouTube subscribers. Today or tonight, whenever you're watching this, I am doing another horror movie review for you. If you guys can't tell by the title, the horror movie review I am reviewing is Nicolas Cage, Willy's Wonderland, the Five Nights at Freddy copycat remake. However you want to put it. But really, truly, first thing I'll get out of the way, one thing we gotta look at this movie, we should not hate on Willy's Wonderland as much as we are. Because if you think about it, Willy's Wonderland is like the golden ticket. The lesson, the learning of what to do and what not to do. Because Five Nights at Freddy movie just started filming last week. So, the directors, the writers, and Blumhouse at least watched Willy's Wonderland and learned what made Five Nights at Freddy fans happy and what disappointed them, then they would know how to typically do the Five Nights at Freddy movie. Because if they can do what made Five Nights at Freddy fans happy, of what they were happy about this movie, and they would also know what not to do for the Five Nights at Freddy movie that disappointed those fans. So it's like, it's a positive and it's a negative. It's a learning lesson and it's a golden ticket. Now, on the side of that, Nicolas Cage is a known big name actor. When I first saw the two trailers of Willy's Wonderland, I did not play at the time Five Nights at Freddy. And I heard Five Nights at Freddy was a big, known, famous video game, even for the VR. So, I went around Walmart, Target, GameStop, wherever that I know I could get the game and my hands on at least one of the games. When I know I had enough money, and randomly when I went to Walmart, Kennewick's Walmart, I stumbled on Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4, plus the sister location. And I know I haven't finished. I know I'm on the last level, and I know I haven't reviewed the last level yet. But I know I promised after my last video that I would do another video, and I know I haven't. So I promise you guys right now, at this moment, I do have planned to go back to it. To go back and finish the last level of Five Nights at Freddy of the first game. And I do promise now I am still gonna review Five Nights at Freddy 2, 3, 4, plus a sister location one once I'm done doing the last level review video. So, but anyway, but yes, don't feel like I forgot to do the Five Nights at Freddy videos. I haven't. I completely haven't. I will go back to those. Like going back to finishing the review of Willy's Wonderland. When I know that a movie director, writer wants a big name, big known name of a actor, actress, hell, even a singer to sing a song, to do a movie. You know right away, okay, they're gonna have they're gonna have speaking lines. They're gonna have really big speaking lines or a really big song to sing. When I heard Nicolas Cage was gonna be hired to do Willy's Wonderland, I was very disappointed to hear he was not gonna have any speaking lines throughout the film. Which I did hear the director and writer was going to go back and change the script because of that. They were going to give him speaking lines, but Nicolas Cage said himself, no, he liked the idea for his character not to speak, to be quiet. So technically, it was still his idea to be no speaky. I love the action. I love the way Nicolas Cage did this movie. Because I feel like without him, this movie would have been But to me, I feel like Nicolas Cage is what makes this movie okay, because my before I saw this movie, my friend Barrett, he saw this movie and he said it was all right. He said it was all right. He said he liked how Nicolas Cage acted in it, but other than that, he said it was all right. When I watched it, I thought it was okay. Now, after I watched it, normally, even if I think okay movies are like okay and not great or freaking badass, I still go on by them, or at least most of them. Willy's Wonderland, it took me months and months. I found it for $20, $13. I'm like, no, a little lower. And then, so last night, I figured, you know what, I want to do a movie review. Even though I already have 3 movies I need to review. I just figured, you know what, I'll just add a 4th movie to that roster. Which those 3 movies I need to review is Pearl, Terrifier 1, and Terrifier 2. So, which tomorrow, I am planning to do a review for Pearl tomorrow. So, be prepared, my lovable YouTube subscribers, for another horror movie review. And that one would be Pearl. But I just dipped my hand in the 3 bins Walmart had because I was at Kennewick's Walmart last night. I went wild, moved my arm around, and until my hand got all the way down to the bins, each bin, and I picked up a movie. It was Willy's Wonderland, and I looked at it, I'm like, I thought it was okay. I saw the potential it had. I'm like, you know, I waited this long, so why the hell not to just say fucking get it? Because I think I found it in the $3.71 in the $5 or the 7 point something. Which I'm guessing it was the $5 bin. because it actually came out to $5.44, which still wasn't bad to me. I mean, it was the lowest I was gonna get for this movie. Uh, uh, do I like the story plot? Yes. Do I have negatives of this movie? Definitely. On most of the kills, shaky camera, and most of, like, yes, they're supposed to be robotic, and I get it, there's humans inside, but how the fairy Tinkerbell robot one was being really freaking gymnastic and hopped down real fast and climbed up walls real fast and just freaking being like Flash and point A to point B in a very blink of eye, snap of the finger speed. My biggest one, how much it feels like a remake, a copycat of Five Nights at Freddy. Which, okay, yeah, sure. And I know the director and writer is so tired of hearing Willy's Wonderland, their baby, being compared to Five Nights at Freddy. Because they said that's not where they got the idea for this movie. The what was it? The budget for Willy's Wonderland was $5 million. $5 million to make this. So they had to be careful with the costumes that they had for the robots, because they only had one chance to shoot the scene, pray that it's perfect, and then they could get the suits dirty and all bloody and stuff. Which in the box office, once this movie was released, which they started filming February 2020, stopped filming October 2020, which a few months before COVID. So, good timing. But this movie was released February 2021, which in the box office, they got back more than they actually expected. More than they actually spent on this movie. Which was $457, $144. I don't know how to say that correctly. Forgive me for not saying shit correctly. But I just most time don't care. The running time of this movie is 89 minutes long, which isn't bad. I wish it was a little longer because I would have loved to hear a little more of the backstory of the serial killer that opened up the Chuck E. Cheese Five Nights at Freddy restaurant, and I would have loved to hear more of the whole that psycho killer hiring more psycho killers, the whole cult thing and stuff. But I felt like as well if the director and writer did, they knew more and more somehow that fans who would still find stronger ways to connect that to Five Nights at Freddy's. So in a way, it was still good the way they did it. So, and I still loved it the way they did it. Either other way. But for 89 minutes long, we got 34 people killed. We had killed in the movie 34 people, so that's not bad. Of a full round human number in the movie. 11 female. I want to say 22, 23 male. For the robots. Well, for the humans, for each round of the humans, of the human people, give us a kill, 34 kills in one every 2.6 minutes in the movie, which, like I said, it's not bad. It's good. That's good. Which I see that as good because we're not waiting as long in the movie as most time we normally are. We're like, we get one kill, wait for the next one. It takes a little longer, and then second kill, and then another long few scenes, and then it's like another kill. So it's like, yeah. We get 2 female and 6 male robot kills. Which also with that, giving us a kill of 8 kills in 1 kill every 11.13 minutes, which isn't bad, which is also good with timing of the 89 minutes it has. You get 5 dumb kids. Like in every horror movie, you get 4, you get 5, you get 3 dumb kids. And one of them is like black. You get blonde, a very dumb, horny blonde. You get the whore, which most of the time those are the blondes. So you get the whites, you get the Mexicans, you get the Chinese. Yes, it's very racist, but if you actually look at it, it's every horror movie tradition. If you make a horror movie and you hear you're getting a horror movie, you're gonna get that type of casting. Most are white, most are Chinese, most are black, most are freaking Arabian, whatever. And most of them are gonna die in that order. Nate, my friend Nate, he's black, and he's like the biggest person that I actually found funny going to a horror movie with, because when I went to go with him to see the 2019's Child's Play movie, and when he saw a black character on the screen, he's like, yep, he screamed out loud in the theater, yep, he's gonna be the first one to die because he's black. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, Nate. I'm like, I get it. And I learned over time it's somewhat okay to throw out those pointers, because it's every horror movie tradition. Basically, it's kind of even. You get 2 black kids, 3 white kids, which I know that's not even. But, well, yeah, you get 3 white kids, which I know that's not even, 2 black kids, and the main female kid, I have no idea what she was. Um, uh, Not trying to be mean, but I really don't. Um, um, which one of the white kids was a horny, dumb blonde. But even though she was dumb, she was actually being brave because she actually had a heart. To me, this is actually the first horror movie I ever seen with a brave, care-hearted blonde that wasn't just horny, that wasn't just dumb, but also had that part of aspect to her character, which I'm like, wow, that actually gives me some grief of actually seeing her die. Um, the other kids, no. I could care. I could not care. I could not give a crap what happened to the other kids. The other four, yeah, dumb kids being dumb. Yeah, asking for a death wish. The main girl actress, she was good. I liked her. I felt like she was playing in that dumb area of a child, but hey, but also not brave area because she didn't want to kill Nicolas Cage's character, even though Nicolas Cage could take care of himself. Um, uh, I love how Nicolas Cage wasn't the only main actor and character. I love how he also had like this, and of course Nicolas Cage always have a side main character with him and of course it always has to be a girl because somehow his character is already with the girl, or he ends up with the girl, and at the end of the movie he gets the girl. And that's basically what happens with this movie. He ends up with the girl, and at the end of the movie the girl comes with him. uh which uh which she does have a very important role to play in this movie, more than the other five dumb kids. uh because in the beginning of the movie we see two grown ass adults, a female and a male, basically gets killed very quickly in the beginning of the movie. And we also see this little girl, Sally, see her mother die, and the little girl gets left alive because she was in a very good hiding place, I guess, for the robots not being able to think to find her in. But which that you actually find out knowing that that little girl will grow up to be her. So um and and honestly, the three side bad people that tries to keep the peace with the freaking murdering robots from Willy's Wonderland, honestly, they're fucking the sheriff. She's fucking dumb as hell. Okay, yes, don't get me wrong. This movie has another two great actor and actress in this, and claim they're from another great of known horror movie and horror history. Which I'm gonna start with the actor. The actor that possessed Willy, which I'm pretty sure his character's name was Willy anyway, so yeah. Was played by the goofy dumb guy that was in love with the girl and saw the alien ship crashing and killer clowns from outer space. And then the actress that played the sheriff. What else? Oh, okay, now I remember. She played as the teacher in Child's Play 2. And, and to me, I'm sorry, the sheriff, she was more dumb in Willy's Wonderland than she was in Child's Play 2. Because, honestly, if she knew Nicolas Cage's character was still alive, so far took down 2, almost 4 of the robots, and I'm like, bitch, you want this to be all over? Let him kill the machines. You quoted yourself. You tried to kill the robots to end all this. He could do it for you. He's your fucking answer. I'm like, how dumb can you be? And while she's still trying to push the sacrifice, I'm like, and then yeah, after she sees again, Nicolas Cage calmly takes out the rest of the trash, waves at her, and she sees Willy, the last one standing, which of course, Willy's Wonderland, of course that fucking robot, Willy, is gonna be the last fucking one standing. Gonna be the last one to do anything. And for her to, be at that moment for you to actually realize, okay, now it clicked into her head. He's the golden ticket. He's the key for ending all of this. For ending all of it. And yet she goes in, puts a shotgun back to Nicolas Cage's head, and she's like, sorry, Willy, don't be mad. And actually, you seen Willy gone, and then Willy be right behind her and just slash her in half. Like freaking Freddy Krueger, just with a more bigger claws that actually goes through. Like machetes type, like Jason's machete type size blades, even though his claws weren't even that big. So, and to me, I thought it was funny how the mechanic, the fat-ass mechanic, and the mayor Cowboy guy was like, my damn, he actually cleaned up the place. He actually survived. But the one thing that sucks, I can't keep the car. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the funny part, is that he couldn't keep the car. Which, that poor car, the way how Nicolas Cage's character and those two fucking dumbasses was driving it. Freaking poor car. I'm like, if it wasn't for the freaking cop car spike things to damage the tires, shit, Nicolas Cage could have done it for him. I mean, shit, the way they were driving and you freaking abusing the tires, shit. So and then after that, seeing one of the robots actually surviving Nicolas Cage's thighs, which that reminds me of one of my favorite funny scenes, that basically how he was just handcuffed, his hands were behind his back, and he just kicks on the juice box, and it's a child song, shoulder, hands, and knees. Oh wait, no. Shoulder, knees, whatever, that childish song, and Nicolas Cage just starts jamming his head to it and runs to the freaking robot and just hits one of the robots with his shoulder, and she just easily goes down without a freaking thought, which, okay, obviously these robots, metal is not that heavy. It's very easy to freaking bump into, and obviously it doesn't hurt to punch them either. Um, uh, and I just love the frog's reaction after she sees Nicolas Cage just basically shoulder bumping, knocking down, like he just freaking tackled her, the fairy down, and the frog is like, uh, um, which I just also love seeing Nicolas Cage being like Batman, just easily breaking the freaking whatever that was, and open to release his hands, and Nicolas Cage is just like bam, and the frog's head just easily just goes like a freaking round, like he just freaking punched a dummy's head. But I love that scene. I but after Nicolas Cage just basically used his thighs that sounded like he which that's all he could have done was crack the fairy's robot's neck. But you see her crawl out of the garbage can, and basically after you see the dumb cowboy and the mechanic go back into the cowboy's car, she lit a lighter, and basically blew up with the mechanic and cowboy in it. And you see the fairy girl flying, which I'm also guessing she died as well, after you see the car go boom. Which, even after that, you see the other mechanic that got out, the other robotic mascot got out, which, yeah, there was one that got out, which was the turtle, and then Nicolas Cage just basically hits the turtle head on, and it just goes flying into pieces, and it just ends like a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. But after all of that good action-ish, if you're looking for a Nicolas Cage movie, hell, not even a Nicolas Cage movie, if you're just looking for a nice horror, gory horror movie, this movie is for you. And if you're even looking for both a Nicolas Cage and a horror, gory movie, this is for you. And if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, waiting for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, still waiting for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and if you want something close to it to hold you until that movie comes, this is also for you. So yeah, this is basically it for you. Too. Would I recommend Willy's Wonderland to be part of your horror movie collection? Kinda. I mean, depends on what horror collection you have going, or if you have like a little small amount that you really don't care what else to throw into that stack. So it's like, because with me, I have like so many horror stacks of movies going on. But comment down below. This is finally the end of the video. Before I go though, my favorite kill Willy's Wonderland, I'm gonna have to say my favorite kill. I'm gonna have to say Willy himself. Willy was my favorite kill of this movie. That I'm gonna give the golden medal of the greatest kill was Willy's. The weakest kill, the silver medal of the kill I'm gonna give in this movie is basically the apes. The apes kill. Oh no. Every of the robots kill that Nicolas Cage kill was good. It was good. I would give golden medals to all of those kills. But the one kill I would give a silver lamest kill to would have been one of the kids. I would have given that to basically to the robot frogs kid kill. That basically all she did was shoot out her tongue, wrapped around the kid's neck, and just broke it. To me, that was like the weakest, dumb, fucking lazy ass kill. Now ending this video. Which I'm sorry this was a long ass video. Very sorry. But if you guys don't mind it, hey, that's cool. Comment down below what was your favorite Willy Wonderland kill. Did you like Willy Wonderland? Who was your favorite Willy's Wonderland character? Did you even see Willy's Wonderland? Would you go back and give Willy's Wonderland a try? And how did you even care how similar it felt like to Five Nights at Freddy? Do you even like Five Nights at Freddy? Are you also excited for the Five Nights at Freddy movie? Tomorrow's horror movie review would be Pearl. I am going to review Pearl tomorrow. Have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this. Peace.